Welcome, thank you so much for being here today. I have a really cool show lined up. This show has sort of a theme, actually, and I'm talking to a bunch of companies and organizations who use arts and creativity to help give back to our community. Three great examples of that today, and I'm going to get started with my first guest, Terry Rajsombath. He is the co-owner of a new apparel company called Rhode Island Original, just launched this past August. So, hey Terry, thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us a little bit about Rhode Island Original. It's a sort of like a streetwear company based here in Rhode Island, made here in Rhode Island, inspired by Rhode Island. Tell us a little bit about how the company got started.
So Rhode Island Original was created because I've done a lot of traveling. I've been around the world, and I've always wanted a cool Rhode Island t-shirt, you know?
Yeah.
And I found a lot of tacky t-shirts, you know, just traditional t-shirts you see, like a state cutout. And I was like, why can't we have a cool state t-shirt, you know? Something really contemporary, but nothing too loud. So we came with a design, RIOG, and I think if you connect with it, then you just get it.
Absolutely, yeah, and I agree. I love the aesthetic. It's very modern and kind of simple. This is another, you do a lot of hoodies. In this one, I like that you're utilizing the anchor.
Yep, it's our monogram design.
It's cool. It is. It's really cool, and it makes it something that you don't mind, repping your state when it's something this cool. So the thing about your company that I particularly love is that a portion of the sales of each item is actually donated back. So 10% of every item sold is donated back to another organization. It's a nonprofit called the Rhode Island Passion Project. This is an organization that you actually co-founded as well.
Yeah.
And tell us about what the mission is of that organization.
So the Rhode Island Passion Project is, its mission based as of now is to help people find the passion for fitness. Myself and my one of my good close friends and business partner Alex, we're both really big into fitness, and we feel like exercise is medicine. And we think a lot of people have a fitness goal or have something fitness related that they'd like to achieve and just don't know it yet. They haven't had the chance to be exposed. They don't have the money, you know. So what we would like to do is 10% from each sale goes towards the nonprofit. And once we have enough, we say, hey, listen, we'll pick a lucky winner and say, would you like free personal training package? So hopefully we're trying to talk to local small gym owners, whether it's CrossFit or yoga. We just want to find something you're passionate about, spark that interest, and then you could just pick up from there and just turn that into a lifestyle.
Yeah, that's a really cool idea. Do you do anything with kids? Because I know, kids nowadays are so obsessed with technology, and everyone has a phone that they're watching video games. Do you have any programs that are based on helping kids kind of get out there and move around, all that stuff?
As of now, we don't have anything set in place. We're just trying to figure out as we go. We've talked to small business owners, Body Soul Fitness, Top Strength, and they'd love to work with kids. And honestly, we'd love to have a child go in with a parent. That way, it's a family thing. They can help each other, motivate each other, inspire each other. And honestly, we really think 10-year-olds are 20-year-olds really quickly. Before you know it, there are police officers, there are teachers. So you want to give them the tools of not only staying strong physically, but also mentally, because fitness gives you the ability to set goals, the skill to be tenacious and just go out there and conquer life.
Yeah. Well, you know a little something about this. Your own personal story is so crazy. Crazy in a good way, amazing way. I mean, it's just inspiring what you overcame and kind of how that journey got you to where you are now. So if you don't mind, tell us a little bit about your story. You are military, ex-military. You were in the Army National Guard. You're a recipient of a Purple Heart. You were critically injured, and you recovered from that. Not only recovered, but actually competed in marathons. Tell us about this incredible story.
I'm in the Army National Guard. I'm still in. I've got a year left and I deployed in 2009, the end of 2009, 2010. I was in the infantry, and I was shot in an ambush, and I was shot in the leg, and the bullet entered my leg, and it exploded and hit the bone. So it primarily came like a little grenade, and the shrapnel took a chunk of my hip. And after that, I've always used fitness as medicine.
Yeah.
So I'm in the gym and I'm just trying to get better, not only physically but also mentally. You know, I'm just trying to like find a positive outlet, and it's always been the gym. And that particular incident, it took 12 surgeries. I spent 10 months at Walter Reed Army Hospital recovering, and currently I can't run because I'm missing a chunk of bone from my hip. So I'm not allowed to be in the infantry. I was planning on making that whole career, and which kind of led to the T-shirt thing, which is a long story. But yeah, 12 surgeries, and that's pretty much where I'm at now with it.
Wow. And how were you able to recover after all those surgeries? Just a lot of physical therapy or mental sort of toughness? How did you get through it?
I've always wanted to do a marathon. I've always been to fitness, obviously. And I remember I told the doctors I wanted to do an Ironman one day, and one of the doctors literally laughed. He was like, "You're never gonna do it because I can't run.
Yeah,
I physically can't run." So I decided to do a half Ironman, which was the Providence 70.3. I think it was 2012. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna give it a shot. What do I have to lose? So when I did the half Ironman, I had crutches. So when I started the race, I had crutches. I was trying to run with crutches, and I accomplished it. You know, and at one point it just got really tiring running with crutches because I was hopping on one leg and running. So I just walked.
It's even more difficult. For that. Yeah.
So I decided to just walk it, and I was amazed that I actually finished on time. So I said, you know what, I can do that. So let me go for a full Ironman. And I did a full Ironman, I think in 2015. I'm not even sure, to be honest.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was great because I raised over $5,000 for a nonprofit. And through the help of friends, really, I didn't raise that money myself. My friends threw a charity dinner for me, and we were able to raise it for,
That is incredible, and what I love is that in situations like this where you're reaching out to the community to try to inspire people, you've actually lived through it. You've actually lived through things that someone else could never possibly imagine. So it must be even more inspiring to the people that you work with, knowing everything that you've been through. What are some of the things that you've learned that you hope to sort of help other people with?
Specifically, or?
Well, I mean, just in your co-founding this organization to help people get inspired with fitness, are there things that you've learned along the way that you're hoping other people can learn from you?
I think what I've noticed, if anything, success is just a mindset. Whether you want to be successful in a relationship, in business, or whatever, it's just a mindset. I've seen people in the hospital through my time there, people missing limbs, from major to minor physical ailments. It's what you want to do with it. It's being optimistic. It's saying, hey, I don't know all the answers now, but I'm gonna figure it out. I visited her friend, and her mother was recently amputated. She's an elderly woman, but she had such a great attitude. She said to me, it is what it is. Like, I'm just gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna move forward. I mean, anybody at that position, especially at that age, you could just kind of give up and say, you know what, I'm just gonna sit here and just watch TV every single day. But she's already got plans. She's talking about making a movie, And I've seen younger people who just it's easy to dive down that path of alcohol and drugs, but you just gotta be mentally strong and just realize that whatever you want to do, it's just you have to decide to want to do it and just do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, life is hard enough as it is, but when it puts on extra challenges, it really takes a great mental attitude, because it is so easy to sort of slip in the other direction. So yeah, just promoting that, like keeping this strong mental attitude to accept and keep moving forward.
Yeah.
So the Rhode Island Original kind of brand also has a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Tell us a little bit about what you guys are kind of like doing on the channel, what we can expect if we come across it on YouTube.
So our YouTube channel, everything is Rhode Island based. We want to try curate it where somehow it has a Rhode Island tie. And initially we did the food thing. We tried local foods, and we gave it a review. And so we're a little bit edgy, you know. There's gonna be some F-bombs and things
Okay,
like that.
all right. So, keep the kids away maybe if you're concerned about that.
Especially in some episodes. But we just want to have fun with it. We want to expose people to Rhode Island because as a proud Rhode Islander, I hate traveling saying, where's Rhode Island?
Oh, I know. People think it's like part of New York or like they've never heard of it before.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's sad.
So what we want to do is we want to educate, not just the world, but even Rhode Islanders, because we're so small. We all know it's like if it's more than 20 minutes, I'm not going.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think what we could do is we could expose Rhode Island to Rhode Island and let you know all the great places to eat because there's so many first generation families here. So there's first generation restaurants.
Yeah.
And we're also, obviously one of the original 13 colonies. So there's so much history here we expose to people, and hopefully maybe like. Instead of going to New York and Boston every weekend, check out what Rhode Island has to offer. Keep Rhode Island money in Rhode Island and just have fun.
Yeah, I love that. And your clothing is made here in Rhode Island. Tell us a little bit more about where it's made. This is the dad hat. Yeah. That you have the dad hat and then another style of hat.
Snapbacks.
Yeah, snapbacks. Those are cool too. So they're made in Pawtucket, right?
Yep. We go through our manufacturer is Mirror Image in Pawtucket.
Yeah, cool. I love it. And all of this is available on the Rhode Island Original website.
Yep.
RhodeIslandOriginal.com.
RhodeIslandOriginal.com.
Absolutely. Hoodies, hats, and know that a portion of each sale is going to a good cause. And we always love that. So Terry, thank you so much for being here today and for telling your story and about talking about your organization. So happy to have you.
Thanks.
I am going to take a quick pause as I set up for my next guest, so just stick around.